You sent it?
I'm on it. I'm double checking that this is, okay, okay. Mhm. Mhm.
Please find them. I didn't get it yet.
Robert Thomas. Hi, Tom. To mute himself is speaking. Oh, you're on mute.
How's that?
There you go.
Wonderful, thank you.
We had like 4 building projects. And my 4 facilities guys like, well, I know, we're gonna breathe for a minute. But sir, but I do think it's that idea. Yeah. Yeah.
There he is.
Hi, Gerard.
Sorry about that. Hey, Tom. Sorry about that. I had to hit the
That's
unmute.
okay.
How you doing? What's going on?
Good, thanks. Nice to see you.
All right. Okay. Roxana, we're ready.
Yep.
I mean, Angela. I'm sorry. Oh, Roxanne is there. Hey, Tom. Hey, Tom. You know Roxanne's supposed to be on vacation, right?
Oh, thanks for coming in. But every
Dedication,
day's
right?
a holiday there at the office, isn't it?
You're right about that. You're right about that. That is correct. That is correct. Okay, where we got? Did I even print out this? All right, in any event. All right, the time now is what, 11:03 hours. We have a quorum of the board of directors. We're going to call this meeting to order. Today is Tuesday, May 12th, and the established quorum is the board of directors is here. Proof of notice was served on the association on Friday, 48 hours prior to the posting of the notice. Notice is posted in compliance with the 718 and the association documents of the Florida statutes. Do we have any resident comments? Roxanne, any resident comments?
Any residents' comments? Yes, we do. Please
Okay.
mute their screen. Come up
Okay,
to
we
the
here.
podium.
Good morning. My name is Amy Cloyan. I am the owner of Unit 722. I have a statement I'd like to read and then respectfully submit to the board.
Can you hear her?
Yes, we can hear. Can you hear, Tom?
Yes, I can hear. Thank you.
Go ahead.
I would like to submit a detailed explanation of what occurred on the afternoon of Wednesday, May 6, 2026. I was painting inside the bathroom of my condo. My son was working from home that day in the adjacent room, At approximately 2:30 p.m., we heard an incredibly loud bang on the door, both of us thinking, not knowing what had happened and where it was coming from. My son went to the front door, opened it, and upon looking outside, noticed no one standing right there, nor was there any packages at the door. He then looked to the right and looked to the left. And as he looked to the left on the landing of the stairwell headed towards the third floor was an individual who was wearing a mask, hooded, and wearing gloves. He was standing on that ledge and then proceeded to quickly jump down those steps towards the door where my son was standing. My son quickly shut the door and locked it. Then that individual started pounding on the door, jiggling the lock, trying to get in. We both moved to the inside of the condo, and I quickly went to my phone and called 911. The individual continued to pound on the door and pound on the walls around the hallway and making a ruckus that had us incredibly scared for what could possibly happen next. A few different times, my son and I approached the door to look out the peephole. One of those times, I saw two men, both wearing masks and hooded. I only noticed one wearing gloves. They continued to run around the exterior hallway, pounding from time to time on our door and adjacent exterior walls. At one point, my son was near the door speaking with the 911 operator. Then the two in the corridor heard him speak, and then we heard them say, "Call the explicit cops, get out of here." We did not hear anything else from them. We later looked out my son's exterior facing camera and saw individuals heading from the staircase into the courtyard towards the parking lot. One of them still wearing the hood and the jacket. The whole situation went on for at least 10 minutes. It had my son and I both terrified that something was going to happen, that we would not be able to help ourselves. We were trapped in the condo and had no way out, and we were concerned that they could be armed. We are currently working with LCSO to place a restraining order against both individuals, as well as filing menacing charges and threat to assault against the both of us. As we were standing out front later in the afternoon, many neighbors came outside to find out what was going on. Upon speaking to some of those neighbors, we learned these individuals conducted the same behavior in the adjacent building. The individual who we spoke with did not answer his door, so he did not visually see who they were. We spoke with another neighbor in our building who did see two masked individuals walking around the complex and has a very blurry picture video of that. When we were speaking with LCSO, the neighbor in Unit 720 happened upon the scene. Apparently, these individuals were her guests. However, she was not in the building when this was going on, and she appeared to have come from the pool. When she saw the police officer, she then started crying and communicated to them that she had been a victim of domestic dispute and had been significantly injured. So the whole scene turned from two individuals trying to break into my unit or any other unit in the building to the focus of her domestic dispute issues, even though she never reached out to the police. It is very troubling to think that individuals are able to have guests over on the property, not in their presence, and allow those guests to cause such turmoil in the community that neighbors are fearful for their lives. We are asking the board to prohibit these two individuals from entering the community. They clearly do not understand how to conduct themselves in a manner in which our community is accustomed to. I have attached both the police report and service call and public information report on the situations to my request, and the names of those individuals are listed on that document. We hope the board can understand the need for addressing this situation. Thank you for taking the time to hear our concerns, and I'm happy to answer any additional questions. I would like to respectfully submit this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, we appreciate your candor. And Roxanne, when you get a chance, can you just email that to the board of directors? That will further make a great difference on the decision that we are making today on this. So, as you know, this is in regards to that incident that happened, and that compounded with a couple of other things that has progressed with the same unit. That's why we brought forth this meeting today. Regarding that. So do we have any other comments before the board makes a decision on that?
I would like to speak.
Yes.
Okay. So, obviously I'm going to speak in behalf of the management company as well as, just to clarify, because I think there is a lot of misunderstanding, and one of the owners spoke with me on property the day of the incident is actually there. And I wanted to clarify and make it put on record that Benoit Management and Royal Greens have been working hand in hand to remove the tenants and to properly address these issues. I think that there is a misunderstanding and a misconception on how quickly things need to be done and can be done through the law, and the difference between what a landlord can do and what a homeowners association can do. And I want to just make sure that that is clarified, that everybody was properly screened. We all did our due diligence. And unfortunately, this has been definitely a situation that none of us want to deal with. Myself and personally, I live on property, so I have a vested interest, and I've made that clear multiple times. I've lived on property for 11 plus years. I have my children that live here. I have my granddaughter that lives here. So I do take pride in the community, and I want to make sure that that is clarified, because I was verbally attacked by multiple people that day in reference to this instance, and Gerard and myself and Roxana have talked in depth about this. The moment that any situation has been brought to my attention, I have immediately addressed it and contacted our attorney. So I just want to clarify that and put that on record, as all of this is recorded and put on the state of Florida website. All of the minutes are recorded. So I just want to put that on record, because there's a lot of misunderstandings when it comes to Benoit and this situation.
Okay, but oh no, thank you. Do we have any more comments, Roxana, from the floor, or do we have any online?
None on the floor.
Okay, so I just like to further add, and Jesse is 100% correct. She is the representative for Benoit Properties and for Fred Benoit himself, and we work hand in hand. We work hand in hand to make this property a great property, which it is, and it has been, and will continue to be. And we work hand in hand. So as soon as something happens, unfortunately, the association has a lot more powers than regular owners have, because of the declaration that was set up forth when they first built these places. And one thing we do is we exercise those rights under there for the betterment of the community. So again, this is an unfortunate situation, but we go in depth and we attack things right on that day. As you know, Roxana was there on right on the spot as soon as everything was progressing. She gathered a whole lot of details from the police and also from the residents on site. I did receive a couple of emails. I did receive a couple of phone calls and texts regarding this information. And so at this point, we went over the information about it. And unfortunately, it's a part of the association acts that we have to enforce and we have to do. So yeah, the lease under the section 718 of the declarations of Royal Greens and the resolutions dated August 6, 2017, which authorizes the association to disapprove leases on reasonable grounds. The lease is being terminated for the reasons set forth in the April 2017 board resolution. The prospective leasee or any prospective occupant has a history of conduct which evidence disregard for the rights and property of others. The other section that we are enforcing is the prospective leasee or any proposed occupant having, during occupancy, evidence of an attitude of disregard for the association rules. Since there is no further comments or anyone requesting the totality of what transpired, I think the resident that spoke in hand pretty much spelled everything out. And at this time, I'm going to make a motion to terminate this lease at this time from the board of directors.
I second the motion.
All in favor?
Agree.
Aye.
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 Okay. So, Roxana, Angela, there's a letter that's prepared from the board. Sorry, a letter prepared for me, but under the behest of the board of directors, regarding to this information and giving them the appropriate time to remove the tenant from the property. Unfortunately, it's something we have to address, and as I say, you know, the association comes first, and we're always going to hold that in hand. So I appreciate everyone for taking the time out and coming to the meetings. Hopefully we can get more people to be involved in the meetings and be involved in the community. We highly stress that. So at this time, I'm going to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for participating. And until the next meeting, guys, have a great day.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.